There is a major problem with the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and it's the same problem that was in the very first Mario movie. There is too much going on. In the first Mario movie, you had to introduce Mario, Luigi, Peach. You had to introduce their origins with Mario and Luigi coming from Brooklyn into the Mushroom Kingdom. Then you had to introduce the Mushroom Kingdom. You had to introduce power-ups. You had to introduce Bowser and Bowser's Kingdom. Then you had to introduce Donkey Kong and the Jungle Kingdom and the carts and everything. So there was so much introduction that the whole plot felt rushed, and you didn't have time to really connect with either the plot or the characters in the movie. And this whole setup and world building is usually what makes sequels so great, because now that the Mushroom Kingdom and the Mario Bros are established, you get to explore their characters and have these really cool stories. But now we're just doing the exact same thing we did in the first movie with the Super Mario Galaxy movie. We're introducing more things, more characters, more places. We have Yoshi now, we have Bowser Jr., we have Rosalina, we have the Lumas, we have Birdo, we have Wart, we have Mauser, who are apparently going to play bigger roles than we thought initially. And now we have other places. We're going into outer space. We're going into the Cascade Kingdom. We're going into the Desert Kingdom. We got Toad in a penguin suit at this casino. There are so many more places to explore now that we're going to have to introduce and go over. We have to go over the origins of Rosalina and Bowser Jr. and see how King Wart and Birdo are tied into this. That the whole thing is going to feel rushed just like the first movie. And Miyamoto said after this last trailer that there is going to be no time to breathe with this action-filled movie. So I was looking forward to a more story-driven movie here where we got to follow Mario and Luigi on this very succinct journey, which is why I expected a Super Mario World movie to come into play before a Super Mario Galaxy movie. Because they already established the Mushroom Kingdom and that whole world, why not use that for the second movie? Then you'd bring in like Wario or Daisy. But no, they jumped straight to Galaxy, which is another reason why it's a problem that they're doing so much in this movie. You already have all the other games covered. You have Piantas, so Sunshine is covered. You have Kingdoms from Odyssey, so that game is covered. Obviously, you have Galaxy in the name and they're in space, so that game is covered. You have Super Mario World covered with Yoshi being introduced. So now, all of the Mario games have kind of tied into this sequel that there's nowhere to go from here. What would the next Mario movie be? It can't be Odyssey. We already have parts of that game established, especially with the first movie with Bowser's Wedding with Peach. It can't be... I can't even think of another one. Maybe Sunshine, but that was supposed to be Bowser Jr.'s introduction. And here we have Bowser Jr.'s introduction. So that wouldn't make any sense. The only thing I can think of is that maybe the story of the next 3D Mario game that's about to come out will be the premise of the next movie, or Nintendo's looking at something entirely bigger, where if there are other non-Mario characters in this movie, they're going to start building a Smash Bros. Universe. So we're not going to see Mario movies anymore. We're going to see a Donkey Kong movie. We're going to see a Luigi movie. We're going to see a Link movie, a Kirby movie, a Samus movie, you know? They're going to build this Smash Bros. Universe where Mario is going to be like their Captain America, but they still got to build Iron Man and the rest of the Avengers. So I'm very concerned that that's the route they're going, because I feel like they could have gotten a lot more out of Mario going with Mario World and introducing Daisy and Wario. And then maybe Odyssey, where Pauline plays a bigger role. And then you go into Galaxy, where now we've expanded into outer space and there's no going back. And then you bring in the other entities. But nope, here we are in the sequel right at the finish line. And it doesn't get better with what Nintendo's doing with the trailers. They've shown every surprise. They are doing too much in every facet. Not only are they doing too much in this movie where the plot and the characters are going to get lost, but they're doing too much in the trailers. They've shown us Yoshi, Birdo, I already named all of them, Wart, Rosalina, Bowser Jr., and we have other enemies like Monty Mole and Ninjas making appearances for the first time. Why are you showing us all of these surprises? We have plot details already explored. We know how they found Yoshi. We know that what Bowser Jr. is after is freeing his dad. And we know that they get back together thanks to this latest trailer. We know that Mario and Peach get split up at some point. We know that Mario and Luigi get turned into babies. They are revealing so much of this movie that all we have to do is connect the dots and figure out how these scenes are connected, but we already have all of the surprises, we already have all of the major plot points, just not in order, and we just don't have the resolution. So it gets to a point where we know everything that's going to happen in this movie, so why are we going to see this movie? For the post-credit scene that's going to be leaked online right after the movie comes out? I don't know. I feel like Nintendo has really missed the boat. I don't think they needed this final trailer at all. If anything, I think it kind of hurt them because they showed some of the story, which has kind of been the one thing they've been holding back on. It was, why is Bowser Jr. here? Why is Rosalina here? Well, we explained why Bowser Jr. is there. I guess the only mystery is, what is Rosalina doing? We know King Wart's the boss of this casino and that Birdo works under him, so that part's covered. We just need to know how they turned into babies and what's Rosalina doing. And pretty much the rest of the movie we can fill in thanks to the scenes they've shown us. And now my cat is meowing to get out of this room, so that's my cue to go. I'm super excited as a fan. I'm super excited to see this movie. I love Mario, and that's why I'm disappointed that they're showing so much, because I want the experience of seeing these things for the first time and genuinely being surprised that a deep cut like Wart is in one of these movies when I see it in the theater. But as a content creator, I can't complain, because then there's more things in the trailers, there's more things to make videos about, and with a story that isn't as great, there's more room for theory. So as a content creator, love it. As a fan, I wish they could really have a strong story that can make you fall in love with the Mario characters rather than a bunch of fanfare for people that are already fans of Mario, where they're going like, oh my gosh, this deep cut character, this place, this thing that happened in that game. No, I want a nice, clear story. Follow the Sonic the Hedgehog model. They got it perfect once they tweaked some things from the first movie, but they got it perfect with just showing us a clear and concise storyline with Sonic, slowly adding new characters to each sequel, not throwing everything all at once. That's what I don't want. So I hope they prove me wrong, and Super Mario Galaxy has a great story that can really make you fall in love with the characters, but I have my doubts considering the crash course that was the first movie and how much we've seen in this trailer already. Let me know what you think, and let me know how hyped you are for this movie in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.